Gemini, welcome. Welcome back. This is Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot, and this is your weekly read. We're using the Crow Tarot by MJ Cullinane and the White Sage Tarot for clarifying cards this week. And we're going to use a different way of reading. This is my traditional way of reading, my standard when I read for people personally, and the one I've been using for decades. It allows me to go a little bit deeper on things. So we're going to go deep into the underlying issues this week. We're going to pull three cards for you from the spread. I'm just going to sense which ones are yours this week, and we're going to pull clarifying cards from the other deck to look at that a little bit more deeply. What is the underlying issue? What do we really need to be thinking about this week? What needs our attention for Gemini? This is a general reading for Gemini placement Sun, Moon, Rising. It may not resonate with all of you. Just want to find the right card. Something down here. It's underneath. I think it's this one. All right. All right. Let's see what we have for you, Gemini. With the Justice card, the Two of Swords, and the Five of Wands. This is not an easy week for you, I think. You do feel that something's out of balance. You feel a little bitter. I can feel this bitterness. Not fair is what I'm hearing. That there needs to be, something should be different. Something should be more right. Something is not being, something's not coming out the way it's supposed to. Damn it, like that's what I'm sensing, that sort of energy like that. Really frustrated, why is it not working kind of energy, like this isn't right, this isn't fair, this isn't the way it's supposed to go. I'm getting hot, the back of my neck kind of feeling here. Really frustrated and a little angry. Things are not going the right way. This is about a difficult choice. You don't really want to see. You don't want to see all of the details. And that could be one of two things. It's too painful to look at the details, so you're just trying to avoid them. Or you need to make a difficult choice, and so you're intentionally narrowing the scope of what you're looking at and what you're considering. Because you don't want to be influenced by a million different variables. You need to make this choice, and you know it's not an easy choice. So either you're intentionally narrowing what you look at in order to make the decision so that you can make a more impartial decision, or you're sort of petulantly avoiding looking at some things because you just don't want to see them. There's conflict here. There's difficulty and challenge, bickering, nagging fights, it's not, this isn't war, this is just real discord in your environment, disagreements and clashes going on. Wow, so it doesn't really look like a fun week for you, Gemini, I'm sorry to say. I'm not sure what this decision is, if making that decision brings justice, if making that decision gets you out of the quarrels, I'm not sure. So let's take some clarifying cards from the White Sage Tarot for Gemini. Justice, Two of Swords, and Five of Wands. And clarifying cards for Gemini with regard to Justice, Two of Swords, and Five of Wands. I'm finding cards for Gemini. We just had one fly out. Let's see what that is. Queen of Wands. A very passionate, creative female in this equation somewhere. Could be you. Could be somebody that you're dealing with. Could be the person you're fighting with. Hermit reversed. You are not keeping to yourself anymore. You're done sitting back and quietly considering and trying to find wisdom. You're ready to move out of that phase and back into a sharing space. Temperance. You're balanced. Head and heart. Trying to be sort of middle of the road. Trying to avoid any passionate outbursts or any phases of completely shutting down and not feeling. Last couple, Three of Wands and the Eight of Swords. So you see a path forward and you're sort of waiting for the pieces to slot into place. You feel fairly confident of what the future will bring. You just have to get there. You have to wait to get there. The Eight of Swords tells me that you are keeping yourself, you're holding yourself prisoner in some way. You are being willfully blind to certain things. So the Two of Swords has the blindfold. The Eight of Swords is also a blindfolded figure. The Eight of Swords traditional Rider-Waite imagery is someone sort of loosely bound and blindfolded, but it's clear that this person could escape if they chose to. So this brings this energy of keeping yourself in your prison, essentially, while you're waiting for something to come through. Temperance, trying to stay on an even keel during this whole situation, where things do not feel fair, where there's conflict, where you need to make a difficult choice. I think that temperance is really the way to go here. You're not really moving forward this week. I don't see that. There is this coming out of hermit mode, this sense that you are now going to be expressing yourself more, that you've had your quiet space in which to seek wisdom, and you've come out of that space with some answers and some insights about what is best for you and where you want to go from here. You know where you want to go, but you're not letting yourself go there just yet. It's not time, apparently. So that's what I see for you, Gemini. I hope that's helpful. And thank you for supporting the channel. I thank you for just, the likes, the shares, the subscribes, the comments. I love it all. So thanks so much, and we'll see you next week. Blessings.